very beginning, and then you implement some Agile release trains, and then you extend to the portfolio after you have at least a couple of Agile release trains. So that way you have a portfolio of work to prioritize, make trade-off decisions, and plan. And so it's not typically done at the beginning. I have seen it done at the beginning, but it's typically not done at the beginning. And so the LPM operates through three essential collaborations. Strategy and investment funding, that's going to be your executives, business owners, and architects. And so the enterprise architect, this is typically a role and not a person. At a big company, the architect has to know too many things. It could be a team of people. And so then the next one, Agile Portfolio Operations, that's going to be your Agile Project Management Office, your Lean Agile Center of Excellence, your Release Train Engineers, Scrum Masters, and the community of practice, and anybody else that rolls up through the Agile office. And then Lean Governance, that's going to be the APMO, the architects, and the business owners. Let's take a look at our KPIs. Let's take a look at our continuous compliance so that we're following the rules that we put in place. So let's define what a portfolio is. A portfolio is a collection of development value streams. Each value stream builds, supports, and maintains solutions. Solutions are delivered to the customer, whether internal or external, to the enterprise. And that word at the top there, development, that's in italics because that's the important thing here. A value stream in a portfolio is typically not an operational value stream. It's a development value stream. So what does that mean? Well, first, let's take a look at the sequence of works. The value stream is a sequence of steps to deliver value to the customer. So development value stream usually starts with an idea, and then it ends with release and measurement, and then all the steps in between. So to get to the point where we're looking at development value streams, first we have to identify the operational value stream, then we identify the supporting systems to the operational value stream, and then who actually develops the systems of that operational value streams, and then identify value streams that build these systems, and then those are going to be Agile release trains, except in the instance of if we're at the solution level in SAFe. That's getting a little more advanced. I don't want to get into too much of the weeds there, but then it can be several Agile release trains in a single value stream. So beginning, like I said, at the trigger. Trigger starts with an important event, perhaps a customer purchase order or a new feature request. So an operational value stream is going to begin with a customer requesting something. We'll show an example in a minute. But a development value stream starts with an idea, something that we want to develop. And then an operational one usually ends with dollars. And then a development one ends with release and measure. So operational and development value streams. So here's an example. An operational value stream starts when I walk into the hospital with a broken arm. So I'm going to get put into a system, and then that information moves to all kinds of different systems, and then it ends at the very end when I'm home, recovered, and paying my bill. Or maybe my insurance company paid my bill, hopefully. And so that's where an operational value stream, those are all those steps. And so the development value stream are the people who support all those different systems. And so in a large corporation, that can be huge, can be very huge. And so I'll show you an example a little bit later. So here's two examples of operational value streams. So I already walked through the top one. So the bottom one is I walk into a bank, say, hi, Ms. Teller, I would like to get a loan to buy a house. And so then it goes all the way through all the steps to actually getting the house and paying off that loan. That can be 10, 12, 15 different systems are going to have your data. And so they all have to talk to each other. And a value stream is all about identifying the people that are in that value stream and trying to eliminate delay. So development value streams: define, build, test, release. That's the standard steps in developing something in IT. So systems we build support these operational value streams. So you can have an operational value stream, but you have to always have a development value stream too, because the teller, the bank manager, they're not going to be writing code to update these systems. That's going to be a different organization. And so in that instance, the customer can either be the person walking into the bank, or maybe the customer is going to be the financial analyst who uses the system that you're going to develop. But either way, operational value stream is the top level, and then the development value stream supports that operational value stream. So then we take a look at all these folks at the bottom. These are the ones that are supporting that development value stream. So then we make some logical choices, typically by location, or that's one of the most common ways to do it, is to break people up into agile release trains, or ARTs. And then each ART, like I said, if it's a typical implementation, one ART will equal one value stream. If it's a very large implementation, then one ART can, several ARTs can be in one value stream. That's what, like I said, only at the portfolio level. So we take a look at each ART has a particular capacity based on the number of teams and the number of points. As you know, points is our currency in Agile. So an Agile release train can have a velocity of a certain amount of points. In this example here, we broke it out into too many Agile release trains. So the ART number 3, if they're working on that particular value stream or feature, they have too much capacity. They're going to be sitting around twiddling their thumbs, versus ART number 1 has too much work. And so by combining ARTs into what we like to say 50 to 125 people is the ideal ART, so that work can be combined and we can get work done in a quicker fashion. So once we've identified these value streams, we create a value stream canvas, and that would show the Agile release trains at the bottom. So that's in a situation where you have a multiple Agile release trains, and then we want to document solutions and solution content, our KPIs, all these things. And this is a living document. It needs to be updated on a regular basis. And